Hi guys, welcome to the segment of the unknown side of society. In this segment, we're going to talk about the end room.
So, for many of you all who don't know, the end room actually has been a huge buzz among many Koreans. So, this is because there were actually horrifying acts of child and sexual exploitation, in particular towards the woman.
Yes, many were actually underage at that point in time. Victims of crime often had to perform disturbing acts such as stuffing things into their private parts, carving out words such as slave that devalue the person. And acts even include gang raping.
So, during 2018 to actually 2020,
Yes.
at least 76 people, including a number of 16 underage people, have been victimized. So it is to note that actually many of these victims have not been able to speak up for themselves or even identify themselves as victims due to the traumatic experience.
Most fell into victims as they are often tricked into thinking they are receiving a high paying job, but in reality being enslaved by these exploiters. 71% of global slaves are often females due to patriarchal views imposed on women.
So to explain the definition of patriarchal views or patriarchal culture, we can note that it's more of male dominance, and I think many of y'all can relate to this culture because we have kind of grew up in this environment. So with the advancement of technology, personal information become more easily accessible, and these victims fall into this prey of exploitation, often because of the fear that their information will be leaked when they resist to comply. So many of the people in Korea were actually unhappy with the results. That one of the original creator, Choi Jun-bin, was only sentenced to 42 months of jail. So they felt the lack of regards towards gender sensitivity and the lack of regards toward objectification of women is something that has been rotting in the roots of Korean patriarchal culture, and the fact that they feel like something has to be addressed and something has to be changed about it.
Yes, South Korean justice system made it possible to allow these similar events to continue to happen as the system is lenient on sexual exploitation crimes. Child pornographers are only imprisoned to a short span of a few years, and fines are estimated to be 20 million Korean won. Other prominent incidents include the Burning Sun scandal and the spy camps incident in public spaces.
So if you know about these incidents, one of the K-pop idol was actually involved in the Burning Sun scandal, which I think was something serious. There was a lot of debates about it, but we're not going to talk about it because it's going to be very controversial.
Okay.
So, relating to the Singaporean culture and Singaporean context, it will make us think about the Nasi Lemak incident, which is similar to what has happened. So this patriarchal culture actually has resulted the outcome of objectification of women and often the rights. Despite being a developed country with policy, laws, and even non-profit organizations to protect women, these incidents still happen. If things like that in a developed country can still happen, imagine how bad it would be in less developed countries without actual laws and even organization to protect the woman.
As women tend to be weaker by nature, they are much easily victimized compared to men. There's still people out there thinking that women do not need education and knowledge, and that is wrong. Women have the rights to choose their own path, have the rights to learn, and the rights to choose what they want to be in the future, just like everyone else.
So we believe that knowledge, in particular education, is important so that people can actually protect themselves and not become a victim of these crimes.
Incidents such as the end room can be traumatic and they need time to get back up. We urge all of you to not blame or criticize them. Instead, be patient and try to help them. Tell them it's alright because it's in the past now. Remember, they didn't ask to go through that. They deserve a normal and happy life just like the rest of us.
So we actually have left some helplines in the description box below in case you all need it. So do refer especially to this particular website called the End Room Awareness to sign on a petition to help these victims.
Lastly, it's going to be fine. Be brave.